When I was playing Dota 15 years back, the most common platform to use was through Garena to find other players for matches. Back then, you can also use Garena to find matches for popular games like Warcraft and Starcraft. When you use Garena to play Dota, you lost and you score. Those were the days. Actually, I think Garena should be pronounced as G Arena or made to be Game Arena instead. As long as don't pronounce as Gardenia, that is fine. Okay, recently weather very hot, so have some cold joke. Without further ado, let's dive deep into C Limited. C Limited has established from its former self, Garena, a gaming development and service provider, to now a technology conglomerate, which aside from gaming, which is digital entertainment, has also expanded to e-commerce and digital financial services. So all in all, these are mainly the three arms of C Limited. And in 2030, C Limited became the owner of Singapore Premier League Football Club for Lion City Sailors FC through the founder Forrest Lee acquired it. Forrest Lee must be a fan of our Singapore Premier League. Now, back to the three main businesses of C Limited. Business number 1, e-commerce. Shopee first launched locally as an e-commerce company in 2015 with presence in the Southeast Asia region and Taiwan. With the recent result of Q2 2023 announced, Shopee increased its revenue from 1.7 billion in last quarter to 2.1 billion in this quarter. Shopee also saw an increase in its marketplace revenue of 1.5 billion in the last quarter to 1.9 billion in this quarter as well. This increase in the e-commerce revenue was due to focus on live streaming, which engages higher participation rate from buyers, sellers, and creators. Creators-wise will be content creators and influencers, also known as key opinion leaders. That is part of Shopee close selected group that is growing. Buyers no longer also buy product just because of the feature alone, but also to support content creators or influencers they like. Gone are the days where customers have to visit physical store, and COVID has split up and also allowed more of such e-commerce platform to provide another alternative shopping experience to the customers and the comfort of just a few clicks. For the 8 August shopping campaign, 1/4 of the Indonesian buyers watched live streams on Shopee Live, and close to 5 million orders were closed in a single day. While revenue increases, analysts forecast 4 shops of expectation due to C Limited is expanding its investment on e-commerce, which could potentially reduce profit margins despite revenue grew 5.2% on the second quarter, with competition from Lazada and also new entrants such as ByteDance TikTok also pose pressure for Shopee. When you talk about e-commerce, the focus normally is on the digital aspect of it, and at times we tend to forget about the logistic part. In Singapore, an additional 600 collection points were added across various retail locations on top of the 1,000 self-collection lockers that offers more delivery options to customers. In Taiwan, there is also 24-hour access lockers that are installed around 150 convenience stores with plans to further upscale. With efforts on expansion, C Limited also focused on lowering costs to improve the user experience for the ecosystem in the long run. Time to invite back the Shopee ambassador.
Muchas gracias, afición. Este para vosotros.
Business number 2, digital entertainment. For the past quarters, the digital entertainment bookings continued to fall as compared to previous quarters, where second quarter 2023 to first quarter 2023, the fall was minimum of negative 4% quarter on quarter. Free Fire, as a 6-year-old first-person shooter game, both quarterly active users and paying user ratio saw an increase in the last quarter after subsequent drops from the previous quarters, which starting to show signs of retention. But the next question to ask is, how sustainable will this be? Garena has recently released another upcoming zombie first-person shooter game. Will this be the next Free Fire? Free Fire being one of the largest mobile games with 1 billion downloads across the world, Garena is also looking to improve players' experience through optimizing features and content. Business number 3, digital financial services. The revenue for digital financial services grew 53% year-on-year with total receivable of $2 billion. Net credit losses was $278.6 million. For non-performing loans that past 90 days stands at 2% of total gross loans receivable. As compared to last year quarter, the provision of credit losses has increased, which should be taken high notice amidst this environment where interest rate is high and hence credit rating of individual or corporate becomes important in this aspect. While C Limited has alternative fundings from third parties for credit businesses, which helps to grow the loan books as being part of the digital financial services arm under digital banking, it is noted that appropriate risk assessment are needed for the selection of customer credit. C Money has also further integrated their digital banking systems where direct debit feature is allowed for Shopee buyers to make payments on Shopee directly from their bank account, which synergizes with C Money, while the past few quarters has resulted net losses for C Limited, and as a result, headcounts will cut as part of cost savings plan. The costs and expenses continue to remain streamlined as we saw the overall expenses were lower in this second quarter 2023 as compared to second quarter 2022. However, we could see a rise in the overall expenses as investments are expanded into the e-commerce segment as mentioned by the founder. In coming next quarter onwards, the objective is to further increase revenue for e-commerce. This is understandable as e-commerce contributes main bulk of the revenue of 2.1 billion out of the total 3.1 billion, which is more than 60%. There is very much growth in the Southeast Asia region where Thailand, Indonesia, Vietnam are developing countries with potential big market ahead in the e-commerce space. C Limited has turned profitable for 3 straight quarters and in this quarter with net income of 331 million. The previous year in second quarter 2022 was a total net loss of 931.2 million. Despite the earnings per share of 57 US cents being brought back to the positive zone, the share price of C Limited continued to drop further as revenue did not beat analyst estimates. The share price of C Limited came in the $40 range after the results announced, a near 30% drop in a day. The market capitalization for C Limited is now 23 billion with enterprise value per shares value of around 1.7. This is not a financial advice to buy or sell the stock. What are your thoughts on SE, this high-risk, high-return stock? Did the stock mainly fall just because of the founder words due to investment in the e-commerce which could result a loss for C Limited does not go well with the investors or falling short of analyst expectations? Let me know in your comments and do hit the like and subscribe button. Adios.